If I'm not knowing you and I have to deal with you in an official matter, I pick up a call, I'll be very formal, But if I know you, you are my friend, then I pick up a call for any official matter and I talk to you, it will be at a different plane. You understand? So that kind of, benefits that you draw from there.
जब आप एक बार select हो गए थे, right, and you got into services, so 2 years का training phase रहता है. Now that you mentioned that इतने intricacies रहती हैं, इतना finance की knowledge भी जाननी होती है, accounts की knowledge जाननी होती है. तो क्या is there expectation to know these things before joining the services? And if not, then what is done in these 2 years to make someone accustomed to all these nitty-gritties and deliver well after 2 years?
So actually it is not required, because when you take this civil services examination, it is open to all graduates. And there is not specific requirement for any service. For example, a person who has done his studies in Sanskrit, he can be an IAS officer. And similarly here also, you might have studied history and you can be an accounts officer. So that is not required. But during the training period, because 2 years is a very long period, during that training period, you are trained to do the function that you are recruited for. And that is very, very elaborate. And especially if you see, because I did both, I did my probationary training as a Indian Forest Service officer also. And I did my probationary training as IRS officer. So I have experience of both, trainings. If you talk about IRS training, this is a substantial portion of the training is spent on learning the concepts of accounts and finance. तो उसमें हम लोगों का एक जैसे पूरा 9 महीने का मॉड्यूल था, 9 months, total 8 to 9 months, we spent in an institute called National Institute of Financial Management in Faridabad. Now it is, I think, the name has been changed to Arun Jaitley National Financial Institute of Management. But वहाँ पर हमारा 9 महीने के करीब का पूरा वो था, and in that module we were taught different subjects related to accountancy, finance, all those things we were, जो आप CA वगैरह ये जो पढ़ते हैं, तो whether you have a engineering background or any background, by this training everybody comes at a level, at par, and you are prepared to do your role as a finance and accounts officer. तो वहाँ वो 9 महीने का जो training होता है, that is very very important. One part of the training is that Mussoorie part also, लाल बहादुर शास्त्री National Academy of Administration जो है, इसमें initial foundations course is there for all services. सारी सर्विसेज होती हैं उसमें, IAS, IPS एंड अदर एलाइड सर्विसेज, सभी का एक 3-3.5 महीने का कोर्स होता है. एंड दैट इज़ ऑल्सो वेरी वेरी गुड, वेरी एन्जॉयबल. उसमें लर्निंग इज़ मिक्सड विद फन एंड लॉट ऑफ एक्टिविटीज़. तो उसका तो एन्जॉयमेंट का मतलब कोई ठिकाना ही नहीं. मुझे लगता है कि वो फेज़ जो था, प्रोबेशन वाला फेज़, दैट वाज द बेस्ट फेज़ ऑफ होल करियर.
बहुत फ्रेंड्स वगैरह भी आपके बने होंगे जो अभी भी.
हाँ, अभी भी हैं. एक्चुअली उसका सबसे बड़ा एडवांटेज, एंड आई थिंक द स्पिरिट बिहाइंड दैट फाउंडेशन कोर्स इन मसूरी इज दैट because you get different services, you work in different areas of government, different ministries, different roles you are playing. But if the same batch, if he knows people personally, and in that 3.5 months of period, you get to know you make a lot of friends across the services. And once you go to your respective roles and respective ministries, and you join there as officers, and then you have to work in the government, the kind of synergy that you have with your batchmates is totally different. और उसमें ultimately it helps governance. गवर्नमेंट को फायदा होता है कि आप वो, if I am not knowing you and I have to deal with you in an official matter, I pick up a call, I'll be very formal, But if I know you, you are my friend, then I pick up a call for any official matter and I talk to you, it will be at a different plane. You understand? So that kind of benefits that you draw from there. Apart from that, there's a lot of other activities, lot of learning. You get to learn about public administration, law, computers, and a lot of subjects which are actually related to general administration. And then there are village visits, there are tracks, a lot of activities. So it was really good. And then you come to railways, or you go to your respective academies, like income tax people, they go to their NADT in Nagpur. Railways people come to Baroda. And there you get the specific info related to railways. We get some financial inputs there in NIFM.
Right.
We come to our National Academy of Indian Railways there. We do their foundation course, in which we get to know, railway working and all those things across, different departments working, so that we are equipped to deal with all those issues. And then there's, I think, a higher course also, So all this part of training, it is learning, it is fun, and you get to know a lot of things. So initially you might be at any, you might have studied any subject in graduation, but ultimately you come at par.